everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Azulo here, back again with another Harukaze Mound video. And today we're here with chapter number 8, Nagiharu's Proof. So yeah, I'm just gonna get right up into it. We're gonna keep it rolling. We're still in this match, we're still in this game. It's the beginning of the 8th inning, and the score right now is 2-3. Our boys are up. We're up by one, but no, who knows? We might fumble, but starting off, we have this gorgeous little like front off page. And again, one thing about Masada I love is that he's always gonna do some type of chapter cover. Um, I feel like he's done it not as much in Harukaze so far, but I still, I believe in him. I know he's gonna give us some more cool little covers, but he's still feeding us. But anyways, we're back where we left off. So last match, we got 3 points. So now we flipped sides. So now we're back on defense, and Ataru's team is on offense. And so right now, Ataru's about to face off against Haru. Then we have a runner. We have somebody on second base. They have no outs, and Ataru is about to bat. So you know, we have to keep that in mind. So they have a chance to get a point, get a home run, have two people on base. Like we in a sticky little situation, but we have this nice little moment between Haru and Ataru. He's just kind of mentally checking in on himself in the game and like okay, like I gotta be careful because they can switch the game right here, right now. So let's not do that. So he gives them a first little pitch, and again, Masura is so good with the details. Like I love this little like he has a little like lock icon in Atsuru's eyes. I feel like that's so cool. Like it really shows that like yo, he's bro, he hasn't unlocked like he's watching that ball. Like bro, you're not gonna easily get a pitch pass through him. And it looks like he hits the ball, he connects the ball, but it is a foul. And in most sports, fouls are usually like when something doesn't count, and it's kind of similar to baseball. I know there was a lot of different foul types or different ways to get a foul in baseball, I would say. Um, but this one is a foul when a batted ball lands on the ground in the area outside of the first and third base lines. So basically, it kind of went out of bounds in a way, and you can also like roll or bounce into the out of bounds territory or the foul territory they call it. But yeah, that's just specifically this type of foul, and it counts as a strike as well. So try to keep a mental note of that. So he got a strike and it didn't count, thankfully. So, Haru's kind of like, oh, like that was close. Um, but they kind of just also they use this moment to really not hype up, but really like really tell the readers about Ataru's skills because like bro, he's literally him. I mean, he's the 5-2 player for a reason, and I really like this little um monologue we get with Tetsuo, one of his teammates, and he kind of just like tells everybody like, yo, like Ataru's he's him pretty much, and we literally get to see Ataru and him in his track and field in the decathlon. I probably just butchered that, but oh well. And he's buff. And one thing I was gonna say is that like track and field players are usually like really lean. But he seems like really well built, and I feel like that's literally because of the specific event he plays in this sport. But also, I know like baseball players are usually like I want to say they're built, not that like they aren't built, but like I feel like they have good weight on them. So like he literally honestly like even not from like a sports or athlete standpoint, he's literally well rounded. Like I really like how they really kind of emphasize, but also like it makes sense. I don't even know if that even makes sense to anybody, but like I understand, and it really fits Atsuru's character. Basically, what I'm trying to say. Um, but yeah, his Tetsuo is like, bro, like he's literally him, so don't worry. And then we get like two balls um for Ataru. And remember, balls. If he gets 4 balls, he gets first base for free. So right now we have a strike, and we just got 2 balls. And then his teammates also on second base. So like, some like he's we gotta be careful because this is it's not looking good so far. Um, and Ataru kind of is also making a mental note of like, yo, I gotta just adapt and I gotta pay attention to these pitches because they like if I fail then that's it. But it's also like he's also like, bro, like once it hits us, like once one of the pitches gets in the strike zone, like bro, I'm gonna hit that, I'm gonna swing that, and we know Altuve also has the power. So like Altuve is literally somebody you really, as a pitcher, is somebody you would really hate because he's literally well rounded. He knows what he's doing basically, and he has the power too. So he's really kind of like almost a perfect opponent for Haru, which is pretty cool. And we get this little uh oh, another thing about this chapter, just by like looking through it too, I really like. I didn't realize how many like cool perspectives we get. We get everybody's monologues, and I feel like we've been getting a little bit of everybody's like inner monologue throughout this game, but this chapter we get Tetsuos, we get Ibukis, we get Harus, we get Altarus, like we get like 4 different um quick little inner monologues between all the characters, and I like that. Like that's literally how sports games are. Like it's intense. It's like your anxiety's up. The tensions are rising. Like you trying to lock in, but like everything's happening. So I really like that. Like they really he's really Goto's really capturing the true essence of a game. And I really like that. Um, and so we go to a quick little flashback, and remember, we know a flashback is happening because of the transition. He did it again. We have that black little outline. But it's just a little quick flashback between Ibuki and Haru, and he's kind of just basically telling him that, "Oh, yo, like, Atu's he's really good at adapting, so you got to be careful. Like, you don't want to risk showing off your special move, the rising slider, too much because he might get used to it, and we can't have that happen." And he also goes and talks about how like the pitch selection and how you want to really think about and use all your different pitch styles accurately. And again, he's not wrong. Like I said this a while when the game like started. Like you wanna be careful with what you're showing to people and what you're also doing because if they adapt to it, then that's pretty much it. You don't want that to happen. You want to switch it up. You want to do different things, and you want to like get them you always want to play with the enemies, not enemies, but the opponent's head in sports. Like, and that's literally in all sports. Like, you're trying to psych them out, do whatever you can to, make sure they lose their footing on their ground. And yeah, they just basically get into that, and then we get this nice little. This is the part I like. We get a nice little um self dialogue with Haru, and he's kind of like, yo, like, bro, Ibuki's been like trusting me with all this, and he's kind of like, yo, am I good enough for Ibuki? And I really like this because like it's true, Ibuki has been doing a lot of this, all of this. He picked Haru over Kaze for this, like he's been going really ham and strong for everything going on so far. So I really like this moment of how to really like yo like no it's up to me, like it's up to me to be able to prove Ibuki right, like and it's true, like Ibuki, I feel like I know Ibuki's like the catcher, but I feel like Haru is going to be the true heart of this team, and I'm really excited for that. So yeah, we get this cool little panel with Haru finally realizing he's the one, and we get this, he throws this pitch to Haru, and it's kind of cool. He does again another little quick detail of a little illusion, and it's basically to show how Altuve's he's kind of used to what the little low fastballs, but he's not going to be expecting this because this is his riding slider, and we get this amazing cool little double spread of Haru's pitch, and I really like the details into this. That you can even see the stitching on the baseball and the like dust. I really like that, and I feel like that also kind of shows the direction. Or I like to like think like it showed you the direction the ball was like rotating in. I feel like that's really cool. Um, And yeah, we get a strike too. Ataru was not expecting that at all. Nobody was expecting that at all. So, everybody's already thrown off. And, you know, it's kind of funny. Tetsuo, his teammate, he's trying so hard to play it cool. He's like, bro, everybody keep calm. Like, don't worry, Ataru's got that. But, like, bro, in reality, does Ataru got that? Because he ain't ready for that. And, we basically end the chapter off with Haru throwing, he immediately threw another pitch. So we don't know, like, the pitch or the ball's still in the air. So we don't know what exactly he's throwing. It literally ends off like, yo, is it a low fastball or is it another rising slider? And then the chapter really, really ends with a flashback to Ibuki and Ataru. And yeah, next week we'll see. Or no, I think it's on break next week. Hopefully not, but next chapter we're gonna see another cool little flashback between Ibuki and Ataru, and I'm really looking forward to that. Um, but yeah, that's where the chapter ends, and I'm gonna go backwards. I'm really excited to see a flashback. I really, again, I really want Ataru to be somebody we see more of throughout the story, and with this flashback, I really hope it's more for Ataru. I feel like a little story for him I feel like it's needed. Again, I love Ibuki, but like I feel like we got enough of Ibuki, and I want this story to like really show Ataru and kind of who he is and what like motivates him to keep on going and like what really made him, admire Ibuki. Because like even in his last shot, you can tell he's looking. He it's cool because he's looking up to Ibuki. And mind you, they were both short, so like I mean I think he's probably like sitting down here, but like still he's looking up and he looks like he's been crying and stuff. So he had admiration for Ibuki, and I think he even like hinted at it earlier. So again, I really hope it's for him, and I feel like in return it would also be for Ibuki. And again, I think in general this is a really good game, a really first good game for the whole entire team. Um, yeah, and I'm kind of I'm also like really like surprised how I'm not surprised, but I guess I didn't realize how long baseball games are because this is like my first baseball manga. I've seen a little baseball anime, but not that much. So like again, I don't know if this is normal. I thought this was gonna be like a kind of quicker game, but again, I like how the story like they're doing pacing 10 out of 10. I feel like I've seen a lot of people just say how good the pacing is, and again, like they're not doing anything wrong with the pacing. The pacing is good. Um, I was gonna like mention with that though. I do think sports series do bringing a stronger, loyal fan base because people go crazy for sports in real life, so it kind of makes sense. And I feel like it will do the same effect for a manga. People are just gonna root for this team or another team or characters they like because it's always nice to root for somebody in a sports series. Um, I also saw people saying they want to see Kaze. Again, I want to see Kaze too, but like, there's nothing wrong with this game. Like, I don't know why that's again we're trying to knock that towards the series. Um, I will mention though that I do hope we see Kaze in the future. I feel like not even just with manga now, but I feel like with just stories now, I feel like a lot of people don't do split point of views or different POV in stories anymore. I don't know why. Like, I feel like it would be really cool to see, like, or just where it's like, for example, like they lose this game, right? And they just start training, and then like, or they end up like they end of the chapter off at them training, right? And then the next chapter, we literally like we start with Kaze and we see what he's been doing, and we get like a whole little volume or two with Kaze. Like I feel like that would be pretty cool, and I really do hope that we get actually get to see Kaze. Because yeah, again, I feel like they don't do split person split, I was gonna say split personalities, split point of views. If anyone has seen this show called like Generation Plus, it's a amazing and underrated TV show, but they do their first episode so beautifully, and I think we do see it more in like TV shows because I feel like it's easier to visualize and see rather than in a manga or in novels sometimes. But like basically they take a first day of like a kid's schools and you get to see the first episode is literally just everybody. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but everybody's school day, but it's broken up. So you see everybody, like you see the same day, but in different point of views from everybody in the story, and it's pretty cool because the characters, they all see each other at one point in the story. So when you're seeing it from different point of views, you get to see the same interaction but from different point of views. Like, I don't know, I don't know. That's like my favorite like little writing style, writing technique. And again, I just hope we see stuff like that in Harukaze. I really do hope that they bring more of a um like a sub genre. Yeah, I kind of talked about this in the Discord, but like I would really like to see a sub genre, like maybe if it's like a slice of life, more school life, more like home life. This is just me throwing stuff out there, but me personally, I would love like a coming of age story. Like if this was if they could connect this, because I can see them connecting this to like Haru and him kind of like finding himself. And like bro, that would, in my opinion, that would eat, bro. Like, he's kind of just found himself as a pitcher and in this new school and this new team, new friends, but then he also kind of finds himself as a person, because he's been a twin all his life. Like, bro, like put me in the writing room, yo. Like, Togo Goto, Kenta Masaru, like, bro, if you need an editor, bro, I'm right here. Like, like, bro, somebody put me in the writing room. Like, I would cook. Um, but yeah, that's just like, this is just me yapping for real. But yeah, again, they've been going off the story. So, yeah, we'll see how this game ends. Hopefully, our boys win. But, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. If you like Harukaze, please again make some noise. I've been seeing cool things about it, cool fan art now. So yeah, let's keep it up, everybody. Join the Discord too. We're all be chilling in there. But yeah, love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Everybody, please have a blessed, beautiful morning, day, afternoon, or night, or evening. Make sure you eat, you drink, you sleep, you get all that. Um, be good to people, be nice. But yeah, see y'all. Love y'all. Bye.